Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, happy Thanksgiving to our US farmers. So probably if you have taken a rest today, probably you will see this video tomorrow. Hardly it will be big difference in the price performance since United States markets are closed today. So, but we discussed the stuff that we have started to talk about recently. And the major idea that we said is that the market is coming to the area where really big chances on the pullback. So we're not daring to suggest that there will be some major reversal, but moderate pullback is one that we could count on. At the same time, with this bit distribution of the important targets around the pattern that is forming on the hourly chart, that lead us to conclusion that probably some volatility could be around, and we should be ready. So we should not to treat the pattern that we have on hourly charts too strictly. It's because a few target stands around it within the plus minus 20 pips around the target, and it could be some fluctuations flirting around this area before reaction will start. So that's particularly what we have currently, and this is the reason why today we have a bit specific set of the charts that we will talk today. So we today ignore the daily chart and the weekly because actually nothing new we could say about it. On the weekly chart, XOP target has been reached. Market still stands around the weekly oversold. And you can see that market on the monthly chart, so today we use the monthly chart, is coming to the major target here, which is the COP, so it's 1163. Low yesterday was 1186, so just 20 pips difference. For the monthly chart, this is nothing. But for lower time frames, it just means that market could spend some time around the bottom and before reaction will start. So maybe today when the United States markets are closed, so maybe on the thin market, low volatility, this could be some fluctuations around. This would let market to complete the COP. And tomorrow it will be the new breath for activity when Americans will return back to the trading. That's the things that currently stands in our minds. So, and that is the level that market just needs to complete to totally be prepared for possible upward reaction. On the 4-hour time frame chart, you could see that in general our suggestion recently was correct, as market indeed has dropped slightly lower. It completed 1618 extension, and we said that here we will keep an eye on some head and shoulders, maybe something of that sort, because nothing else you could recognize right now on 4-hour time frame chart, and head and shoulders is most obvious pattern that might be formed here. The divergence still stands in place, trend stands bullish here, so we just watch for reaction at this bottom. On the hourly chart, things that we said has been completed, so market dropped the third drive, if you remember, and actually is completed our suggestion that we said that be aware that market could show some spikes trying to complete the monthly COP as well. So don't be upset or deceived just with this moment that don't treat this pattern as failed pattern just because market is flirting around it. This is normal price action as market is gravitating to the strong and important target on the higher time frame. That's why the intraday patterns could be a bit stretched with this situation. So this is actually the same what the John Napoli told in his book. If you remember, when some objective point XOP or OP stands slightly beyond the fib level and market pierces the fib level and break it slightly to complete this target, John Napoli tells that the level is not treated as a broken. It's just normal minor penetration to complete the target. So here's approximately the same stuff. We have in general bullish pattern that is forming, and here it's a bit stretched to the downside because of the target that stands on the monthly chart. But overall preparation for a possible reaction is not failed, it's not broken. So it means that here we need to consider possible slightly downward action somewhere to the 1180, slightly lower, maybe right here. This market could complete the CLP. Maybe minor pattern will be formed here. For example, here's easily we could suggest possible head and shoulders as well, right? So it will be left shoulder, market will complete 1186 COP and then starts reversal. So that's approximately the type of action that we'll be watching within the few sessions. I don't know about the current week, but maybe somewhere in the beginning of the next week this should be somehow realized on the market. Right now, well, I don't think that you intend to trade the euro currency today because we're mostly watching for a background for taking the long position. But currently you can see with the target of the COP that stands uncompleted slightly lower, and here's market has formed minor gutters triple to sell. So this is definitely not the reaction that we would like to see on the free drive pattern. Here's if reversal starts, it should start more aggressively and faster. Maybe the reason stands with the thin market today, maybe some others, but technically we do not see yet the proper reaction, and it means that with the COP that stands slightly lower, it's still not the time yet for taking the long position. Besides, guys, we're dealing currently with the very high time frames. So this is weekly, monthly, even daily. It means that you should not be aware of losing the entry point moment. So the reversal pattern probably will be more or less extended, and we could try to catch small pattern. This becomes the culmination points, major reversal point. But later, market probably will form another larger reversal pattern, and we easily could use it for taking the position. For example, the same head and shoulders that we discussed in the 4 time frame charts could be left shoulder head. This market will start to pull back. If even we will miss the initial thrust, we later could join with this rally. So the reaction will be more or less significant, and we should not really be aware too much on possible missing of this trade or something of that sort. So that's in general background that we have currently. Let's keep watching what will happen. And finally, just one moment, if we'll take a look at the dollar index, it shows very great performance in this week compared to the euro. In the euro currency, you can see the overall performance stands not as strong. So actually, dollar index is catching up with the euro currency. So while euro stands already in this area, is dollar index still going higher. So if euro will spend a few days to complete the monthly COP, that might be enough for dollar index to just reach the 618 level as well. So that's just a few thoughts on concerning the dollar index as well. So let's keep watching, see what will happen around this situation, because entry moment stands close, stands near, and we just need to get some final clarity on concerning the monthly COP, and see the final pattern that might be formed around this area.